Imagine this. You're at home, alone, sipping your evening tea. Suddenly, a strange heaviness grips your chest. Your arm feels numb. You can barely breathe. The world starts spinning and you realize you might be having a heart attack. There's no one around to call, no one to help. And every second could mean the difference between life and death. What would you do? Would you panic? Or would you know exactly how to survive? In today's video, you'll discover the 7 life-saving actions every senior must know to survive a heart attack when you're completely alone. These tips are based on real medical science, survivor stories, and what cardiologists say could save your life in those critical first 10 minutes. A heart attack doesn't always come with a warning. For many seniors, it can happen quietly, without the dramatic movie-style chest clutch. Some feel a dull pain. Some just experience nausea, dizziness, or cold sweats. And before they realize it, their heart is fighting for its life. Studies show that nearly 50% of fatal heart attacks happen at home, and most victims die before they ever reach a hospital. The reason? They didn't know what to do in those first few minutes. That's why this video is so critical, because by the end, you'll know exactly how to respond if a heart attack strikes when you're alone, and how to dramatically increase your survival chances. The reality of heart attacks after 60. Once you cross the age of 60, your heart becomes more vulnerable. Decades of stress, diet choices, high blood pressure, and cholesterol gradually weaken your arteries. But here's the terrifying part. Many seniors think heart attacks always start with severe pain. In reality, especially for older adults and women, the symptoms can be subtle: mild indigestion, jaw pain, fatigue, or even shortness of breath. These are often mistaken for minor issues, and that delay can be deadly. The moment blood flow to the heart is blocked, your clock starts ticking. The heart muscles begin to die within minutes. The reason? They didn't know what to do in those first few minutes. That's why this video is so critical, because by the end, you'll know exactly how to respond if a heart attack strikes when you're alone, and how to dramatically increase your survival chances. Tip number 1. Recognize the early warning signs and trust them. The first key to survival is awareness. Most people who die from heart attacks ignored the warning signs. You need to memorize these sensations because they can save your life. A heavy or tight feeling in your chest, pain radiating to your shoulder or left arm, cold sweat, nausea, jaw tension, or unexplained fatigue. These are not to be brushed aside. Especially if you're over 60, have diabetes, or have high blood pressure, even mild symptoms can signal a heart attack. Your body gives you a window of time to act, usually between 5 and 15 minutes before major damage occurs. Those minutes are your battlefield. Recognize the signs, don't deny them, and move into survival mode immediately. When you suspect a heart attack, don't try to wait it out. Don't think, maybe it's gas. Every cardiologist agrees, it's better to have a false alarm than a fatal hesitation. If your body is screaming for attention, listen. Tip number 2. Call for help even if you think you can't. Your next move must be to call emergency services immediately. In the US, that's 911. In other countries, it may be different. If you're alone and your phone is out of reach, use voice commands if possible. Many smartphones now allow you to activate emergency calls using phrases like, "Hey Siri, call 911," or "Okay Google, emergency." Keep your phone near you at all times, especially in the bedroom or bathroom, where many heart attacks occur. If you can't reach your phone, make noise. Knock objects off a table, hit a wall, or trigger a security alarm, anything that draws attention. It's also smart to set up medical emergency shortcuts in your phone settings. Add emergency contacts who can be reached with one tap. Even if you can't speak, paramedics can trace your location from your call. Remember, every second counts. The sooner help is on the way, the higher your survival rate climbs. Tip number 3. Take an aspirin immediately, but the right way. If you have chewable aspirin nearby, this could save your life. Aspirin helps by thinning your blood and breaking up clots that block arteries. Doctors often say that chewing one 325 milligram aspirin or two low-dose 81 milligram tablets at the first sign of a heart attack can cut the risk of death by up to 25%. But you must chew, not swallow, because that helps the medicine absorb faster into your bloodstream. Here's a key warning. Only take aspirin if you're sure you're not allergic and haven't been told by your doctor to avoid it. Also, do not take ibuprofen or acetaminophen. Those don't work the same way. Keep a small pack of chewable aspirin by your bedside, in your car, and in your wallet. You never know when you or someone else may need it. Tip number 4. Coughing for survival, the so-called cough CPR, where you cough forcefully during a heart attack to keep yourself conscious. Let's set the record straight. Medical experts say cough CPR only works in very specific hospital settings, not for every heart attack. However, controlled coughing can help maintain oxygen for a few seconds if your heartbeat becomes irregular. If you start to faint or feel your pulse slow, try taking deep breaths and coughing strongly, once every 2 seconds until help arrives. The goal is to stimulate the heart and prevent cardiac arrest for as long as possible. But this is not a replacement for medical care. It's an emergency bridge technique when you're completely alone. Tip number 5. Lie down, but the right way. When you're alone during a heart attack, positioning your body correctly can mean survival. The goal is to reduce the strain on your heart. Sit down or lie on your back with your knees bent and head slightly elevated using a pillow. This helps improve blood flow to your heart and brain. Don't stand or try to walk around. Every movement increases oxygen demand, which can worsen the heart's condition. Stay calm, breathe slowly, and focus on keeping your pulse steady. Panic speeds up your heart and uses up precious oxygen. If you feel dizzy or faint, avoid lying flat. That can make breathing harder. Instead, sit leaning against a wall or firm surface. The key is to keep yourself stable and conscious until paramedics arrive. Tip number 6. Unlock your door and prepare for help. Here's a detail many forget. Rescuers can't help you if they can't reach you. If you've called for help, unlock your front door immediately and turn on a light. If you live in an apartment, write your door code or address on a piece of paper near your entrance. This step can save minutes that make the difference between life and death. If you feel yourself fading, lie near the entrance where help can easily find you. Remember, emergency responders can break in if needed, but that wastes precious time.
Tip number 7. Prevention is your greatest defense. Let's face it, the best way to survive a heart attack is to never have one. Prevention starts long before the crisis. Regular exercise, a heart-friendly diet rich in fiber, omega-3s, and antioxidants, and keeping stress levels low can rebuild heart strength at any age. Cut out processed foods, refined sugars, and excessive salt. Aim to walk daily. Even a 20-minute stroll improves circulation and reduces plaque buildup. Don't skip your medications for blood pressure, diabetes, or cholesterol. Get your heart checked at least twice a year. And most importantly, sleep well and manage your emotional health. Chronic stress triggers inflammation and high cortisol levels, which silently damage your arteries. In short, your daily habits decide your survival long before any emergency begins. Story segment: The 72-year-old who saved himself. Let me share a real story. Charles, a 72-year-old retired teacher, was watching TV one night when he felt tightness in his chest. He thought it was indigestion, but when the pain spread to his arm, he remembered a video he'd seen about heart attacks. He grabbed his phone, called 911, chewed an aspirin, and lay down with his knees bent. Within 8 minutes, paramedics arrived. His doctor later told him that his quick actions saved his life. If he had waited another 5 minutes, his heart would have stopped. Charles is alive today because he acted, not froze. This story isn't rare. It's a powerful reminder that knowledge is the most powerful medicine. When you know what to do, you stop being a victim and start being your own first responder. Understanding why heart attacks happen. A heart attack, or myocardial infarction, happens when blood flow to the heart is blocked by a buildup of plaque or a clot. The heart muscle is like a hungry engine. It needs constant fuel, oxygen-rich blood. When the supply stops, the muscle suffocates. The longer it's deprived, the more tissue dies. That's why the first 10 minutes after a heart attack are called the golden minutes. Every action you take during that time, calling help, taking aspirin, and staying calm, decides your outcome. Silent heart attacks in seniors. Here's something most seniors don't know. 1 in 5 heart attacks is silent. That means you can have one and not even realize it. These silent heart attacks cause small but permanent damage over time, often discovered later on an ECG. Diabetic seniors are especially at risk because nerve damage dulls pain signals. That's why regular checkups, even when you feel fine, are crucial. Your heart might be whispering before it screams. The emotional side, fear and survival instincts. One of the most dangerous enemies during a heart attack is panic. When fear hits, adrenaline floods your body, your breathing speeds up, and your heart strains harder, which worsens the attack. Seniors who survive alone often say they had to talk themselves down from fear. They focused on one thing, breathing. Slow, deep breaths lower your heart's oxygen demand and buy you time. Whisper to yourself, "Help is coming, I'm breathing, I'm okay." These small phrases calm your nervous system and give your heart a fighting chance. After survival, what to do next? Once you've survived a heart attack, that's not the end. It's a second chance. Most survivors who ignore follow-up care end up with another attack within a year. You must follow your doctor's cardiac rehab plan. Eat cleaner, move daily, and never miss medications. Keep a log of your blood pressure and heart rate. Every week, check your weight. Sudden increases may indicate fluid retention, a sign of heart strain. Your mission after survival is rebuilding your heart and reclaiming your life. Supplements that support heart recovery. Many seniors find that adding natural heart-supporting nutrients helps long-term recovery. Q10 supports energy in heart cells, magnesium relaxes blood vessels, and omega-3s reduce inflammation. Garlic, turmeric, and hawthorn extract are known for improving circulation. But remember, always consult your doctor before adding anything new, especially if you're on blood thinners. The power of routine. Your daily routine can either heal your heart or harm it. Start each morning with hydration. Water first, coffee later. Do gentle stretches. Take a 15-minute walk after meals and avoid sitting for long hours. Keep your home oxygen-rich. Open windows, use air-purifying plants, and keep stress out. A heart thrives on consistency, not chaos. If you've made it this far, you now hold in your hands the knowledge that could save your life or the life of someone you love. Heart attacks don't wait for the perfect moment. They strike when we least expect them. But if you remember these 7 steps, recognize the signs, call for help, chew aspirin, stay calm, position yourself safely, and unlock your door, you'll have already done what 80% of victims failed to do. Take control. Life after 60 is precious. Every heartbeat, every morning walk, every laugh with family, they matter. Your heart has carried you through decades of love and struggle. It deserves your care, your awareness, and your respect. So remember this, you are never truly helpless, even when you're alone. Knowledge, calm, and quick action can keep that heartbeat going strong. Stay aware, stay prepared, and stay alive.